All right, Lotus, second map. FPX are 1-0 up. They're also running the chamber. They're running the same code that they ran in Evolution, minus the Killjoy plus a chamber. Life's going to be on it. And for Nova, haven't seen them play it for a while, but they're running double Duelist, Solo Initiate Breach, and then Killjoy and Omen. And they're going to be attacking first. And they chose to attack first because this is FPX's pick. So it does seem that like Lysol's moved over to the TCH role, and is Life just gonna chamber everywhere? Because that also wouldn't be too surprising. I mean, especially when he gets shots like that. So Xiao goes down first. Life is now just chilling. You got a little bit of a nice crossfire here as well with Lysol. I'm trying to get into a position here to waterfall. They're even pinging this because usually you just dizzy and dizzy it vertically. This corner isn't cleared by either of the two players, despite CB looking in his general direction. And that's a little bit questionable, I think, for Nova, but works out. Still a couple of kills done, but FPX have a pretty clean pistol. So it's like FPX have two pistols. Nova of one. I really wonder what this is going to like descend into at this point. Like whether Nova are going to be able to give it just as much over on Sunset, or whether like FPX should have this like played out. Opening like trade to sort of check this a bit more. I mean, they're on a better gun, so it's going to be like free and easy. I mean, especially for Life to get that kill there. This just seems like Nova's just straight sending it now. Flawless, barely any damage done. FPX have set themselves up for a very nice bonus. Could be a very, very fast at 2. Just with how this already feels. I don't know though. But maybe Nova can buy back. Proved me wrong a lot in the like previous round, so. The sound of the replays is horrible. We live and breathe off of it. Okay, so. 3 players pushing up to B main. Already making a lot of noise, opening the door to help clear this, especially when you're up against like the chamber. They could be on an outlaw, just making sure that people haven't pushed up to this point. And now Life is just going to push to see what he can get. Xiao gets him. Molly actually does get 1-2. Why did not put an Obi-Wan on Duelist with how much he's farming on Controller? Is that your peak at the moment? Not quite. I've done like broadcasts for EMEA on this channel, so that's got like good viewership too. But like, yeah, it's really good. It's 1.4K, but yeah, because that was such a host to me, right? Good hold. Oh, he was 10 HP because he did get hit by the outlaw. So it was even just a little ticking damage, I think, from the like mosh that killed him. It's another win up against a bonus. Pang doesn't have a gun. Like, just flat out has nothing. Has he forgot to buy? Why does Pang have nothing? Is the UI just... the UI must not be updated. I don't believe that for a second. Xiao has just accidentally killed themselves with their own nades. That's cool. No, Pang does have a gun. It's just the UI is busted. I was going to say, that would have been crazy. Oh, the HUD is just frozen, right? No, it's up to date. I was just worried that we had like a Nivera moment there. Didn't really matter too much because FPX are very clean on the retake. And now might be another buy in it for Nova, but it's going to be tight on money. Might be a buy next. Life is very good with the up, yeah. Oh, I see what he's done there. He got the kill at least. But the late leg from... okay, so it's just Life's audio that's kind of screwed. Yeah, if we see more Kung Kung Chamber, I'll be happy. They do have a buy. This time, CB doesn't have anything, but... I mean, that seems more likely, I suppose. People farming that much? Not really. Lysol's doing a good job of just keeping everything tidy. Different Viper Wall now to sort of cut across and fight for this a little bit more. Not really for any particular reason, it seems like. You've got 3 players over here, though. You got the Chamber on a really nice angle watching B main. You got a Trip here as well. So if Secret gets broken, he's in a great spot to take a fight. And maybe TP out to see Link. Is there an Odin in play on the defense? Unfortunately not. Yeah, this is Kung Kung and Life's meta potentially. Alright, so they smoked off the players on site, so this is now a big question mark over for FPX to deal with. But like, Life takes a shot into B main, has to back out. Looking to be a B execute. Nice after shocking Nana to swap anybody else from peeking. Never mind, it doesn't stop Life, but Shower's a nice angle at least to be on. You don't have any smokes anymore, because one player that you've lost is Obi-Wan. Lysol's trying to open the door, clear it. Snakebite into the choke. Was watched by Pang, but Lysol just clears him because he was pretty low HP anyway. And you got a late lurk here as well from Guan. Look where he is. Just gonna go secret late. I mean, maybe CB didn't need a gun other than the Sheriff. And now the last one alive is Guan, who's one-wayed and is taking a metric mile. Aang's got half. And Guan just can't get on it. Good defuse. I am not really a fan of like how Nova played the post point in that one, but I think FPX's retake was solid. I don't like that Guan was just so far away. Especially as like a duelist, and especially with how good he is at just taking fights. What was that, a 5? For a split second, it was a 5 versus 3. You're gonna have to eco now. Looking Jets from my ranked a little bit, yeah. I think waiting for the late lurk is good, but it might just be waiting too long. Late Storm is used on attack, I think that is. But you're going to try and open the door. Great flash to try and pull the chamber away. And a showstopper dedicated from Xiao too. Some of these like rounds, oh, that's why you want like Guan on the like site to fight. Some of like the little strategies that Nova have cooked up this series are fantastic. Like pushing this and then pouncing up with a showstopper. Now Berlin's managed to get one onto Xiao. The paranoia is really good from Berlin. Was a couple of rounds ago, but Obi-Wan's got him covered. Now Guan with the operator that Life had. Headshots, Ayang. And then Autumn in a 1 versus 3. Is it any... It's definitely worth saving, but he's just staying. See if he can get any more damage and then get out. Because FPX are looking like they have to eco. That was an eco round from Nova that they win. Guan goes down. Can they get the operator? Well, actually, CB was able to pick it up. So many crack kids this year? Yeah. Guan Wick is just adding to his collection. No Guan disrespect, please. Hey, Minimize. I have a question, Minimize. Why was this guy on Breach for you? Because he is demolishing on Duelist. I know Swirl was good. But like, oh my god. For those who don't know, Minimize was on RNG with Guan. And I don't know where this team has come from. And I didn't know that Guan had it hit him. Hey. Easy and clean. I'm waiting for China to play an ISO. I don't think it'll take long, to be honest. With the rate that these games have been going, I feel like ISO's going to be in kickoff 100%. Life playing in the same spot with his TP. Flash is really nice. The CB just solo initiating on breach is doing a lot of work. Is ISO really strong enough to be remotely viable? No, but China will play him anyway because they have done. Viva played him on Bind in the Ascension Grand Final, and then QYA played him on Lotus against Billy and beat them. So, yeah, ISO's been played twice in China, none times anywhere else. Which again is why China's the best region to watch, because this is just outright silly. Ayang's got a lot for free there. I don't know what the two controllers are doing. And now it's all up for Pang, who's just been hit by the paranoia. There's a late lurk. There's an operator about to watch him. Life has to kind of give this a bit of respect. And actually, Life goes and picks up a Vandal, and it does a lot of work. So he does stuff. It keeps committing there. One is not real, dudes. Trying to just keep spawning in a new Kang every time they start a new season. It's like Turkish jets. I mean, nice try from Pang. He made it close. Aaron played Deadlock in Ascension. That's also true. They are forcing out the chamber TP very early. And now there's how many players? Also, the buy is just good enough. You have a lockdown. You have a From the Shadows as well if you want to TP onto the back of site. Is there anything to stop this? They were going to snake bite it, but I think they're just going to like have to respect it. They're just taking bot shots through the smoke. And they should get out in time. Yes. Omen's TP'd across as well for the retake. So this should be kind of like a fast-paced one from FPX by the looks. The nade as well, just as the spike's been planted. Paranoia comes onto site, and actually I think connects onto like 2 players there. And I'm going to be clearing 2 players peak. Just aim duel. CB with a bulldog of all fucking things is the one that's just destroying people. Another wins out the battle. Another eco by the looks of it for FPX. Is the first map good? It is entertaining. I wouldn't say good. It's a little bit all over the place from both sides. But holy shit, there's so many good rounds in there that are fun to watch. Closer than you'd imagine. Crazier than you'd ever dream. I'm not going to say it was a clown fiesta because like there were some really good ideas within it. Like Nova especially. Now the attack op has done a lot, just keeping control. Life just walking up with a headhunter because FPX are on eco. Been about to clear close. Doesn't quite clear Lysol. Oh, they're even going to dedicate Thrash here on the door, but it's going to be hard to like get the follow-up if that cross has been watched like that. That feels like a waste from Ayang. I don't think he's going to be able to pick that up. Like the aftershock pushing him back. Like just camping Gecko util like this is such a good way of dealing with it. Are they going to actually be able to pick up the... Oh, I think they missed the timing on it. I'm not too sure though. But Autumn's managed to pick up a gun upgrade. Use Gecko ult on eco, they did. Oh my god, Ayang's just going to make up for it with 2 nice sheriff kills. See execute. Berlin's giving himself a nice mode to... Oh, he's TP'd right. He's TP'd on the box. He's on the box. He's on the box. Hello. Why are we not on his perspective? He's firing. He's taking fights. He's winning fights. Observers, please. Oh, give us Berlin's POV of that. What was going on there? Just saw it through like the X-ray vision. Ooh, Obi-Wan. I mean, way too many like potential 50s that have happened in this series. Glad to see Aang's Gecko is still dog shit. Usually isn't. I mean, Aang is great. Like, some of the utility there was questionable. Like, using the ultimate. Actually picked up the sheriff that was left from Lysol. Nice shot. This is the Berlin kill. And then he's just hopping around, okay. Well, at least we got to see that. Production got us. And now it's a timeout from FPX. FPX should win it now. They're heavy favorites, I'd say, in this series. Could be like a Na'Vi situation, though, where they start off a bit slow against BBL and then they just end up winning the series towards the end. But yeah, maybe you weren't expecting FPX to take the first time out considering how well they had started. That's the coaches monitor. It's the same for international events. Coaches at international events are not in the server in the coach slot. They just have all 5 of the players' POVs like on a screen in front of them. Kind of like this, if you can sort of see it in the back. All of the player cams too. So you have that on one monitor, and then on this one, you have a little thing in the corner that you could just like press to see player 1's POV, player 2's POV. I mean, you could just do it off the keyboard too. Who's the dark horse in China? Probably Trace, but I don't think they look as much of a dark horse now with how they played in the first series. But if you want a team that might do a lot that isn't a household name, probably Trace is a good shout. My dark horse is Wolves, but we'll come on to that at another point because Rolling Thunder as well from the shadows. A lot of big ultimates dedicated for Nova, but they just blindsided FPX. Didn't expect that they were in that deep. And the coach for Nova 24K has cooked up some nice strats. Stun to go right across. Did it hit Aang? I don't think it did, but the double peek from 2 different parts of the map is nice. And they lose the operator too to FPX, so they timed out. They had a full buy. They're trying to save this gun. The money isn't ideal for Nova, so like going and chasing and losing too many players might backfire, but it got the kill. Not afraid to take those risks. How are they going to play defense is a question. I think they're just going to push it with their face. Hey, hey, Porridge. I didn't see too much impact to life up. I mean, it was fantastic for on Sunset. Here, not too much, but I think that like Nova's just got a good read of it. Life is a Bucky now. Is he just going to play like on Mount of a Headhunter? Maybe trying and even get into this corner with a Bucky? That could work. There's him just solo fighting here. You got Berlin and Autumn towards this part of the map. They're breaking secret. So like these 4 players are kind of connected. Nice hop up onto the high ground. Even the jet smoke to protect them afterwards. Like the flash updraft is... If there's any coaches watching this, if you want stuff to steal, steal it from these guys, because it is like really well timed. The other thing you need to watch out for is just, well, like FPX having moments like this. But they don't really have much to work with, and yet they've still managed to make this a close round. Actually, they're going to win it at this rate. CB's last alive. The nade's going to come back in behind him on elbow. And then he's just on that off angle. Dizzy's not hit him. And then they clear him nicely. How have you lost that if you're Nova, you know? How do you think Chinese teams will stack up on other regions? I think generally they're going to be a little bit worse. Like, I don't have lofty ambitions for China like Madrid. Maybe Shanghai, they'll kind of like try to raise the performance because they're playing in their own like home country. But I think from like next year when things start to balance out a bit more, that's where I think that this like region could just do a lot. Double duelist is never bad. I wouldn't agree with that. Depends on the map. I wouldn't say the double duelist on Lotus is a good idea, but the way that Nova's playing it, like they're ready for it. It's actually life that opens the door, and it's forced to TP back, but it's out in the open. CB had another flash to go, and then Shower's just pushed through. I mean, he almost dies to his own nade, I think. Autumn's had to use the showstopper. Isors played it up. Guan is running with his knife out. Somehow, again, Nova has managed to lose out this round. And Berlin's there to support Autumn to make sure that they get the last. I mean, the only kill that they get is on life. And that was it. Life is getting run over, but the rest of FPX are somehow using it to their advantage. That TP backfired massively, though. Good from Autumn to like have the like game sense, I suppose, to just go for the ult. Boss is out. Oh no, it's not halftime. It's 5-7. You think FPX will make it to Madrid? I'd say them over JDG at the moment, but it depends how JDG do. I need to see them play before I can really say. But I'm not so convinced on JDG's chances to just kind of carry on what RyanCentral were able to do. Can Nova win this map? Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be hard now because they only get 5 rounds on the attacking side, and I'd say that this map, especially in China, is very attacking sided. So FPX might be able to just completely start to pull this one in their direction. Who knows, though? Oh, there's a lot of support actually for Guan. Why do you think Stu didn't go to Pacific? I don't think he just got the offers, honestly. And also, he's probably been paid pretty good on RyanCentral and now JDG, so... And he's with a coach, I think, that's getting the most out of him.
也欢迎现场的观众们啊！如果想要画的、想要去展示一下自己的表情包的，都可以大大方方的展示出来啊。
Waiting for the Stu Masterclass. Is it tomorrow that they play? I can't remember. What about Tech? Abby goes to Madrid? I don't think so, but I don't think it's that straightforward. But I guess like when we get to like Tech, we can talk about that a bit more. Ultimately, though, I think that like I need to see more out of Tech as a team anyway, and then they had RB, and it just sort of adds more question marks.
这开局感觉想要去夹击一个 C 大呀，看一下 B 大也有人往前顶了，还是一样的嘛，先把自己的
Where is Zest? No idea. Actually, don't know where he got picked up.
但是我感觉风险会有点大。对，这个
Nova picked up the pistol in the first. No, they didn't. They almost did, but FPX managed to turn it around, right? So Nova winning this pistol would be a big, big deal. Oh, the door, the paranoia. It doesn't actually connect to where Guan is playing from, but he still gets cleared anyway. Good setup, good utility from FPX. Like, just made it difficult for him to do anything. Paranoia is good. The alarm, the boombot makes it really difficult to actually push out waterfall from a defender, so it makes this fight really difficult for Nova to be taking. They're still here. Obi-Wan actually still gets taken out, though. And this is looking like FPX a 4 and 3 and 1 on pistols.
但有张云的情况下，怎么去往里面趟啊？这个只要趟进去，血量就会减少，不停的减少。出烟是一个非常风险高的事情。对，两个人已经形成双架了，机会不多了。啊，给这种给这个烧界炮台也就
Yeah, Zest, not Zest.
留一手配合队友的直架，是成功帮助队伍拿到了首枪局的胜利。是的。
But to be honest, seeing Zesh go to China would be pretty funny, I think. It'd be very out of left field. Isn't Zesh the meaner? Yeah, he's on Gamax. Okie dokie. Ayang is making the Gecko still work on this map. Obi-Wan is actually on his top kills for his team. Double Judas is doing okay, but you got the double stack on this pistol for Nova in tree, and then the one gun that Nova just bought up on was Glance Marshall. I have no idea on screen on Oliveira. Okay, so they get Ayang. Lysor's at least cleared the 2 players that are in tree. They're just cutting noise and chilling. Maybe Pan gets a little bit more than he bargained for. Nice try. And then Obi playing from CT, and then Guan with the Marshall. Is he just trying to skulk up late onto Secret? I don't think the door's broken. I think he's just going to try and get exit frags from behind, perhaps. But that's kind of about it. I'm really losing my voice. Like, that first map from these 2 teams, I think is like taking a lot of it out of me. And it's at least a little bit more chill now. Some damage, like some armor buy-ups at the very least. My goat hate is also in tier 2 Korea. Good damage. Bits of apple stuck in my teeth. Really? Your timeout in now, Nova? I think this is way too, like, risky, perhaps. Giving chance for FPX to cook up a strat to potentially run, like, on the bonus, which could very easily give FPX 10. Is the Guardian becoming meta now? It's gone up in popularity. I think it's kind of like meta, but I don't know if it's... Feels like it has been meta for a while, and it's just gone up and up and up in popularity. Did you make a team bundle tier list? I didn't. Not really. I mean, I know which ones I want to get. I'm looking at like the FPX one, RRQ's one is really nice, Team Secret's one is really nice. What match did you think was the best match so far? From China, I think the first map of this one has been good. Like, the Sunset game is definitely like a must watch. If you want to have like a fun game of watching China, I think watching that one is pretty good. Leb one is really good. I'm not interested in it personally, but I can agree it's a nice one. Alright, so timeout for Nova. They have a full buy now going into a bonus against FPX. And FPX have gone for like the pistol wall that a lot of teams do. They try to just go for that. This is like very FPX as well. They're doing it across here to sort of keep control of Secret. Going for like a B execute, which makes sense when you're on a lower buy. Like you're on Spectres and stuff maybe. Going for a fast B execute with this wall is pretty strong. But it looks like they're going to go for a C execute. Pang Hang is kind of stuck on his own. The IGL is supposedly Berlin. Okay, now Berlin is actually in the center spot now. That's right. Yeah, Berlin is the IGL. If you ever want to know who the IGL is, it's whoever's in the center of this UI. Because this is done based off where they're sat, and the IGL always sits in the middle. Nice little life hack. Autumn has also killed himself with the Phrase nade. So both races have done that today.
惊喜翻动直接先往后撤，那这一波第一波的互换，其实 Nova 是赚的，他们是可以接受的，爆能器安置了下来。
You got 2 players flanking around.
进行对点内的夹击
Seeing if we can maybe get somebody on site. Like Ayang is just hogging the spike in the post plant. Good paranoia to get the kill onto Waterfall. Ayang needs to get cleared though, and Berlin has actually done a huge amount there. Was a 1v1 for a split second, but Ayang's managed to clutch it out. Nice to see him back, like, doing the Lord's work on Gecko. Although I don't think any of it's really off of the utility. I think it's just him, like, clicking heads and picking names. Life's struggling a bit on this map compared to map 1. To be fair, he's not really been needed. Like, yeah, he's kind of struggling up, but he is also fighting up against double duelist in the breach. Like, playing chamber against the breach is hard, full stop. But right now, he doesn't need to pop off for it to be a success. Like, he's doing his job. At the very least, he's taking a lot of attention and resources away from Nova. He doesn't need to, like, farm it out completely. This map is looking, yeah, pretty tough from Nova. We're on an eco now. I wouldn't necessarily say that they're bad. It's just always coming down to just crazy aim fights. And Nova are maybe panicking a little bit, and then FPX are just very confident and capable at just playing off of each other. A bit more time together, right? And so climbing up the ult for the tour de force, looking to go back to A. 45 seconds left. Actually, might go B, especially with this wall. Seems like they're going for the same one as the last round. Showstopper's even been dedicated from Xiao. Oh, and Lyso clears him. Obi-Wan is still alive. You're our only hope, Nova. Never mind, he's gone. This is kind of like where the big Nova mistakes are starting to come in. Losing hope, sort of really trying to force a play to make it work, and the only killer they get is life. The race ult was bad. It was, yeah, a panic ult. Make it work kind of thing. Oh, I see. Yeah, it was kind of like just a very on-the-fly decision from the looks of it. Because the stun and the paranoia went through, maybe could have done a lot with it. But at the same time, a really good read from Lyso to just clear it. Lyso doesn't get that kill, it could have been a bigger problem. And also it was an eco from Nova, and you've immediately lost Xiao your IGL again. And like Obi-Wan is getting flashed by his teammate because they've peeked that poorly. This is looking more like the sort of Nova that we expected to see. But I don't think this is just like bad quality. I think this is just they're not used to this. Obi-Wan's managed to dodge the majority of the damage done from it. Oh, able to try and spray. Does some damage, but can't quite get much more. Hang is just out in the open trying to take a fight. Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's like all of Nova are trying really hard to, like, oh, we went for this play, it didn't work. I'm going to, like, take a peek because we need to gamble something in order to pull it back. And it's just one player, one at a time. Gamble pushing, gamble pushing. And all of their confidence has just gone out the window. But this is a very, very good map for FPX. Historically, it always has been. Them having it as their main pick is good. Guan, what are you... What's the plan here? Like, he gave away his position. He's got the chamber trap going off on him. He's being hit by it too. Like, this is... Oh, he's back. He was maybe going to go for the knife play, but... Guan was just like, call an ambulance, but not for me. At least for the first one. But it was a little bit odd for him to take that shot to get the kill and then back out. Like, I don't think they really would have gone looking for him. Nice shot, actually. But does the stun miss? The stun and the paranoia, I just feel like they're consistently missing. I didn't think that FPX's like Lotus would still look this good despite getting rid of the Killjoy and having a chamber. His life has not really done anything with it. And Obi-Wan pushes up to try and hold it. This has been easy from FPX. One is he just going to push to get some more information. Nicely cleared. 5 versus 3. I mean, this has been such a one-sided half that Nova just haven't really got many ultimates to work with. No lockdown, no rolling thunder. But they found a couple of nice kills here. There's a minute still left, and there's no need to push out like that. You have time to work with, and they just like too antsy. They just want to get going. All right, so the second map wasn't as clean or as entertaining as the first, but I mean, like FPX's Lotus is definitely something to like enjoy. I'm excited to see what that's like. We also get Trace versus FPX. So who's going to be like the top seed coming out of Group A? Which is going to be a crazy matchup. So that's pretty much it for China today. I mean, I didn't expect that China would finish before Pacific, to be fair. But I do want to use this as a chance to look at what the matches are like for tomorrow. I think that this first game is going to be a real rib tickler. JDG, Old Rare Atom, playing up against Titan Esports Club, which is where RB's at. So RA versus RB, pretty much. DRG versus All Gamers, Ascension winners, and then a very interesting All Gamers team. Like, there's a lot to talk about with them when we get around to it. And then Billy Gaming versus Wolves, which could absolutely be a banger. I think that this series is going to be a lot more interesting than people might assume. Like, I am so excited to see Wolves Esports play, because I think their squad is actually well put together. It's just whether it comes together in time. And then Billy is just, who knows what kind of Billy we're going to get. But I'm really excited for all of these, I think. Like, to see what All Gamers could do with the players that they picked up. That could be like some 200 IQ signings, or it could just be kind of like Tyloo and Nova were today. But I'm really glad that like Nova showed like a little bit of fight. I'm going to stick around because I want to see like the ACS and the stats. See if there's anything cool there. I low-key want Wolves to win. I think I've predicted them to win. So it means that we get Trace versus FPX as a qualifying game, and then Tyloo and Nova as an elimination one. Which I still fancy Tyloo. Maybe they're going to feel a bit more like confident. Like, okay, we kind of got the shit kicked out of us, so we're going to try and like push through at that point. And then they can go from that style. I'm also still recording from Sliggy's thing, so I'm going to stop that now. But you get some like information for tomorrow if you want to watch some more China. Ooh.